Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Mystic Bunny Burrow. Today we are going to go with 2023 Zodiac Prediction, and it would be quite interesting because I'm feeling that there is a certain energy that is very particular this year, and that energy is all about going forward, like the good things in life. So, we are going to predict our zodiac sign predictions and messages on the basis of tarot reading and on the basis of oracle cards, what the spirits and the universe have for us. And we are going to go with one particular zodiac sign today, and let's find out what that zodiac sign is. We are going to take a look at all the good things that are going to happen to us, all the good things that will be experienced by us, and what we should be doing this year, how we are going to plan the year ahead the best way we can. Let's see. I'm going to pick out one card on which we are going to do the prediction. One card will be representing our zodiac. Alright, today we are going to go with Leo. Next up, we are going to go with the angles, the message that this particular star sign has for us. And we have the message of conjunction, which is particularly good. It sort of means a lot to Leo this year, I have a feeling. Next up, we are going to go with the planetary involvement, all the planets, the alignments. Alright, we have Saturn. Next up, we are going to go with the energy, the particular energy that we will be having. Alright, it is yang energy, which is considered very positive. Let's see. Then we have the direction of our approach, the direction where we will be following the direction. Let's see. It is the North Node, which is pretty nice. It means destined to have something, destiny. Alright. Then, before I go forward into it, I just want to say that all my readings are based off on predictions which are more aligned towards oracle and tarot. Okay, I'm not going to go into too much depth when it comes to astronomy and numerology, but today we are going to base our prediction and message on the oracle and tarot reading. Alright, okay, so let's see which house it is. Oh, it just came on its own. Okay, it is house 10. Alright, next up we have three signs. Alright, cardinal, mutable and fixed. I'm not going to choose one particular sign out of this because all three signs are important for us. Okay, these will be helping us in our predictions. So, cardinal, mutable, fixed. Alright, now we are going to take a look at the element which will be affecting us this year. Our main element, which is the most positive and dominant this year, it is Earth. Alright, so from what I can see from here and here, we do have a very grounded energy, a very positive path. Okay, so now we are going to take a look at our oracle cards and the tarot as well. So let's see. For our oracle, I am going to have a look at the message from the spirits. What does the message from the spirits is for the year of 2023? Please, spirits, guide us. Please give us a message for Leo for this year. What should they focus on? Can you please guide us? Alright. One particular message. A new earth. It is a particularly daunting card, and it kind of matches with our entire vibe. Next up, we are going to take a look at the message from the deities, the spirits and the gods. We already have our message from the universal spirits. Oh, okay, there are two cards. We'll just take a look at them for the year of 2023. Dhyana and Sahasra. Okay, let us keep it here. We'll take a look at them one by one. Alright. Now we will go with our tarot deck because we want to know the prediction for the year, what we have to focus on, what are the things we need to focus on in this year of 2023 for Leo. Please, tarot deck, guide me towards the message you have for Leo prediction that I'm going to go forward with. Let's see. Alright, this is the past, the present, and the future. I'm not going to show this. I'm keeping it flipped over because I'd like to see this particular prediction at the end after I have looked through all of them so that it would make more sense to me. I do the tarot prediction by the end of everything. Alright, so I will be first taking a look at this section. Alright, this is the first section which we are going to have a look at. First of all, we will take a look at Leo. Alright, what do we have to expect from Leo? Leo is often about self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. Okay, now Leo is certainly a fire sign, as you can see. It is more about fire because it is all about creativity, generosity, performance, love, loyalty, confidence. Alright, so all fire signs have a childlike essence, okay, and there is a passionate heart within them, and because of this, Leo is most refined when it comes to confidence and committing to an self-expression. And they are warm people who light up the room. They want to be seen. They are the natural performers, and I think that they are all about entertainment, playfulness, and they are often very productive. And like they walk with confidence and have this unshakable loyalty to them, and they do what they focus on. They carry out what they have thought about, and they are very proactive. Now, like their name, which is Leo, like a lion, they are very mighty, they are grand, and they are bold. They are not weak or nervous uh, when it comes to themselves. They have this certain aura to them, like a very fiery aura that cannot be hidden. Personality wise, it doesn't mean that they are as I have described them. Personality wise, there are a lot of different people who can be understood to be a Leo. Okay, they can be shy, they can be a hot-headed personality as well. So it doesn't mean that they are a particular type, but all I'm saying is that they have this loyalty and self-confidence that cannot be hidden. It will come out sooner or later. Maybe they are shy or they are introverted at some points, but in majority aspect, I think that they are a very positive sort of people. Okay, so I know that sometimes there is a shadow of arrogance, like they are unwilling to admit their fault, and sometimes they are kind of vain in their thinking. But of course, these are the things that are just the negative aspect of them. It is not what totally makes them, it is just a shadow of their real self, their true self. And it only happens when they are not in a very positive or right, bright mindset. But that's all right. Let's always focus on the positive things. There is no need to always dwell on the negative things that have already happened or are going to happen. We should always think about the positive things, and I think that Leo has all the positivity that they need this year. Now, Leo is very alive and very social. They are creative and they like to be loyal and warm. So, for them, I think that this year is going to hold a lot of good things, and to such people, to such zodiacs, things often turn out to be positive. Anyway, now let us take a look at the North Node. The North Node card is all about finding a destiny, finding a path. There are two cards, the North Node and the South Node, and there is a symbol of a dragon on this card. It is basically a card which signifies the destiny, the fate, and it is represented by a dragon. In China, dragon means a lot of things, and dragon is often seen as the most positive thing there is. And I think that this North card is all about finding the path. So Leo, everyone in this zodiac sign might have a destiny, a path that they would have to find this year, and they will have to focus on one particular target that they will have to meet. So this card is all about finding your destiny, finding your fate. Maybe you have set a goal, or you are about to acquire your target. Whatever the mindset, Leo are probably going to have to follow their path towards a particular target, towards something that they need to reach out to. That is what is going to happen for them this year. Now, the energy that they are showing is yang energy, which is a very positive energy. It is all about proactivity, expression, doing things and going in a forward motion. Like this card suggested, going towards a target. Yang energy is all about reaching out towards something, and this is a positive card, a positive energy. and this is often also referred to as masculine energy. So masculine energy is not about gender, okay? It is about the aura of an energy, and I am seeing that Leo is full of positive energy, and they also have a card of yang energy, which is all about expressing themselves, doing something that they want, moving into a forward direction. Alright, now the next one is Saturn. Now Saturn is all about dark energy, but it is crossing out with a positive energy. Now Saturn is a feeling of restriction. It is all about experiencing struggle, learning hard work, and being patient. So I think that when Leo is trying to reach out to something, their goal, their target, it may be a very positive goal, which is towards the family, the career, or the friends, whatever the situation. Excuse me, they are going to go forward, and in their path they might find something which is restricting them, an obstacle, sort of obstacle that they might have to encounter, or they might have a struggling experience when it comes to something, and that is all Saturn is about. But Saturn is not always the bad card. It is not a negative card. It is about, yes, it is about restriction, about scarcity. You need to have patience, and you need to give time to something. You need to work hard. You need to go with tradition. And there is often seen that with this card there comes an authoritative figure, and authority figure which you need to balance out with. Maybe it will be your boss, or maybe a senior, or maybe just something which is your superior. You might find someone like that, and they either will be pushing you towards your goal, or they might be your hindrance, but that is not all. Okay, you might feel inadequate where you experience oppression. Okay, you might feel that you might have to learn persistence and self-discipline, but that is not all. The card Saturn is a teacher. Okay, it is teaching the Leo to hang on, to work hard. That is all that Saturn is. It is about hard work and patience. Okay, now this card, which is Conjunction, is about a union, a merging and coming together. Now all I can say is that Saturn is something that is hard, that where you need to work hard for something. You are going forward, and there is a positive energy. Now this is a union card, a merging card, coming together, blending of something. So maybe your feelings in a relationship are blending together with all the hard work and moving forward. Maybe you are experiencing a merging of a sense of responsibility and your happiness, or maybe there is something which is regarding your love life or career choice, or maybe in regarding towards your health. There is a sort of merging of energies, like you are going to feel a feeling of balance. There I can see that this card we will have to explore further by reading these cards as well. So let us just put together this for now. Now next up we will be reading this particular deck, which is the Cardinal deck. Now Cardinal energy is all about instigation and facing something with bravery and a pioneering spirit. Okay, you are trying to go forward with something which is full of bravery and confidence. So Leo is mostly about fixed energy, but sometimes the cardinal energy is what we need. Okay, and I think that Leo would have to focus on this cardinal energy a lot, which is instigation, bravery, and going forward with something. Now, with cardinal energy, we have Earth. Earth energy is all about persistence, patience, and practicality. Like we saw with Saturn, we need to have patience, we need to work hard towards something, and this is also persistence, which is similar to Saturn. There needs to be persistence and a grounding energy. You need to be persistent with whatever your goal is, okay? And this card is a message that is talking about patience and practicality. There needs to be a practical, grounded earth energy which you will have to focus on. Now, House 10 is all about structure, discipline, life, mission, and accomplishments and career. Now, with grounded energy and the hardworking energy and the forward going motion, the positive energy, we are getting a mix of structure, discipline, life mission, which means that you need to have a structure in your life. In 2023, you need to plan your entire career. You need to have a structure. You need to discipline yourself. If you are just lazy and mopping around, or maybe you are not really focusing on yourself, this is the right time to focus on yourself. You need to learn about your life mission. You need to know that there are certain accomplishments, and you need to focus on the career as well, because maybe you are not doing so. And even if you are doing so, it means that you need to do it in balance. You need to amalgamate everything. You need to merge. You need to have a certain union. Okay, now we will go with this one. Okay, now the cards that we have is Dhyana and Sahasra. Now, when this is the oracle card that we are going to focus on. Now, when we read about Dhyana is all about, focusing on something, concentration, meditation, and it is the intention to know the truth. Okay, it is about our inner self, our spirit. We are trying to find out about ourselves. This card is suggesting that the Leo, they have to focus on themselves as well. Like we already saw that there is an aspect of focusing on career and disciplining ourselves, and this card is exaggerating the same point, which is discipline. There needs to be a source of concentration in whatever we do. So it is all about doing what you love, but also focusing on what it is. Okay, there is no difference between who the doer is and what their deed is. You are merging as one. Okay, so this card is all about merging with nature, surrounding yourself with nature, and doing what you actually need to do. Okay, now the next card is Sahasra. Now Sahasra is all about it is all about the chakra. It is the crown chakra. So you may have, like, the Leo may notice that they have this intuition to rush into a creative wisdom, like you are channeling creative energy into yourself. Like Leo, as I described before, they already have a sort of creative energy, positive energy in them, and they are sort of trying to merge with it, and they are focusing on this creative energy. And this is what is a message that we have from the divine. Okay, this is potential to a birth of something, to finding the answer, to knowing the truth. These two cards, I actually only wanted to pick out one card from my oracle deck, but we had two cards. And this means that it is not only suggesting us to concentrate, but it is also telling us that there is a creative aspect to our life that we will have. Okay, and this is what we have to channel. We have to channel what we have in our mind. We have to channel the positive energy, and this is what we are going to focus on. Okay, concentration, positive energy. All right, now this may mean this might also be regarding our love life. It may mean that you need to focus on whomever you are responsible for, or who your partner is. You need to focus on the energies that you do create, and you need to channel all the feelings that you have. You need to focus on everything. Okay, and when it comes to the fixed energy, which is often associated with Leo, okay, we have stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. Okay, now let me explain. Stability is all about what Leo stands with. Okay, we already have the Earth card, and it is talking about stability. There is a persistent of something. Maybe you're persistent towards your target. You have this life association that you need to do certain targets. So this is where persistence and loyalty comes from, which is the Leo card. Leos are all about loyalty, warmth, kindness, persistence, a confidence. Okay, they have this dependability to themselves, and that is all the fixed card is about. And let's see what this card is associated with when it comes to our oracle card, which is a new earth. Now, a new earth is all about something is happening, and you need to keep holding on to a certain vision. Okay, and new earth, as the card suggests, as you can see in the card, it is all about finding your target, finding something. Okay, something is happening. There is a lot of momentum going on. Like, I know there is a sea, a girl is standing in a sea, and she is looking at the earth. So you see, there is a representation, there is a connection, the earth. Okay, it is she is looking at stability, but something is definitely happening. There is a momentum, like the north node suggested. There is a motion. It may be in a career, or it may be in your love life. It may be regarding your family. Maybe there is a birth of something new. Okay, and there is a distance of shortening. There are obstacles between your goal and you, but you have envisioned a target, and that target is within your grasp. There is a boundless scope. Okay, this card means that there is a boundless scope, but there is often difficulty which we associated with Saturn. There is a heavy burden if you have not handled it well. That burden may be regarding your partner, or your boss, or maybe your family. That burden can be anything. Maybe it is just your thinking. That burden can be you yourself. Maybe you are thinking a little bit too much about something, so don't focus on that. You need to ground yourself, but that doesn't mean that you cannot experience a new feeling of abundant energy. Okay, you might have a grounding past, and there is a broad floating envisioned target in front of you. Okay, there is something that you are looking forward to, but there is a calm in the restless in the restless sea. We can see that the sea is not restless. There is a calmness to it, and it means that Leos are definitely feeling the grounded energy. They are feeling that something new is coming, and that something new can be anything. Maybe it is about your education, maybe it is your target, maybe it is your career, your love life. There can be anything that that something new is coming. So this oracle card is telling you to focus. Okay, you need to have stability, you need to have persistence, loyalty, and dependability, but you also need to have a target, a goal that you are focusing on, like the north node said. So now we will have to go take a look at our tarot deck. Now first we will take a look at the past. and the past card is Temperance. Okay, it is an upright card of Temperance and it is a major arcana card. We'll take a look at that. The present card is the reverse of the Lovers. Alright, this is also a very big card. What you have going there, Leo? A reverse in Lovers? Let's see. Alright, this is also a reverse, but the Tower. Okay, so now we have three big major arcana cards and they are all about, we have Temperance, we have the Lovers in reverse and the Tower in reverse. Okay, so these cards are particularly nasty when it comes to achieving something, achieving your goal, but they don't always mean anything bad. Okay, so please don't focus on that. Let's see, this is your past, this is your present, and this is what the future is showing, but it doesn't mean that your future is going to have a downfall. All right, this is a very positive reading that I was going to do, and that is why I'm not always focusing on the negative aspect of it. That is why you don't need to be afraid of the tower. The tower is often represented to be the bad luck, but it is not actually. Even the reverse one is not always as bad as it seems. So let's see what the good things are and what we really need to focus on. What the future is actually depicting. It is not actually what is going to happen, but it is a card about what might happen. It is a warning, sort of. Okay, so let's take a look at it, Leo. Now the past card is Temperance, and what it means is that the general meaning and interpretation is something like there was a balance, there was peace, and you had a lot of patience. There was also a lot of moderation to your inner strength. Your whatever you wanted to achieve, you had it in moderation. Your target was set in a moderation level, which was representing your inner calm. There was a perspective to you, and I see that there was harmony in relationships, and you may have found your soulmate. Now, in general, this Temperance card signifies balance, peace, patience, and moderation. But the major arcana card indicates that, like, you have there is a sign that the relationships in your life were harmonious, and you may have learned not to allow yourself to be dragged into other people's conflict or let the minor issues knock you off balance. Okay, so instead you adapted to the situation with a clear mind, and you had a calm heart, and you kept your balance, which is very nice. And Temperance can also signify that you found peace, you found tranquility, and you were having a good time, and you figured out your aspirations and you set your goal. Now, when it comes to love and relationship, your past card represents that if you were in a relationship, the Temperance card was one of the best card you can get. Okay, and it signifies a harmonious relationship where you and your partner found the perfect balance of love, commitment, respect. Now, it can also signify a soulmate. So if you were having relationship problems, so Temperance was an indicator that you both resolved whatever issues you were holding on to, whatever was holding you back. And like I said, the Leo card is all about positive energy. Like, they don't always settle on to the negative aspect of everything. Yes, so if you are you are single, Temperance is an indicator that you were learning to balance your other areas of life. Okay, you were learning to balance out everything. You are making room for your partner maybe, and once you were done with this, you attracted the right partner. Maybe you found one and maybe you didn't, but that does not mean that everything was negative around you. Okay, Now, when it comes to money and career, your past card represents that you had a great time setting your goals. Okay, you were patient, you're persistent to achieve what you wanted, you worked hard, and you had dedication, and it was noticed by everyone. You were hoping for a promotion and career advancement, maybe. So, this card tells you that you were very patient and you didn't jump off the first opportunity, and maybe that went great further down the line. Maybe that was good for you. And even if you did jump to an opportunity in financial context, it means that things were going well with your finances as well. Okay, and when it comes to health as well, it is a moderate card, and it just represents good health, good opportunities. Okay, and you, if there were any unhealthy habits, you were going well with your control. You had things in control and you were trying to bring balance to your life. Maybe you were overdoing on something, on health aspects or your job opportunities, but whatever the case, you had it going good. Now let's come to the present. The present is the reverse lovers. Okay, now the present, this is the month of December I'm doing this reading in, so I'm assuming that the present month of December we are going with is what we have here, which is the reverse of lovers. Now the reverse of lovers may represent disharmony, trust issues, or there is an imbalance in something, there is conflict, or maybe there is a disconnection to through everything. And maybe that is why your cards were telling you about structure, discipline, and you would have to find a grounded balance, like these cards which we discussed earlier were telling you that. Now I think that this is what the present one indicates. That you have a disunion or something, you have a detachment of something. So in general context, this card is all about conflict within yourself. Okay, maybe you are conflicted about something, you are uncertain about the direction your life is going in. You need to remember that you are the master of your own destiny. Like the North Node said, you are going towards a destiny. You are full of yang energy, but there is a feeling of restriction, and that is what you need to come over with. You need to be grounded with the earth energy, and obviously you have to discipline everything. Like this card suggests, mutable card, you need to surrender to the fluidity and welcome the change. There might be some changes going on in your life, but you need to welcome them. And this is something that might be causing you the conflict with the destiny, but don't blame the universe. Okay, your situation, the result of your choice, your situation is all about the result of your choices which you made in the past. You will develop further understanding of your true selves, values and beliefs if you stop avoiding and repeating the same mistakes. So please don't do that. Focus on yourself. Find your inner strength. This is all about what dhyana was. Concentrate on yourself, find your inner goal, inner wishes, desires, and then maybe you will sort of get out of whatever the obstacle you have going on within yourself or with someone else, okay, at present. Now the love and relationship, when we come to that, if you are in a relationship, the lover's reverse can indicate that while the sexual aspect of things is still great, you and your partner may not be on the same page. Okay, it can also be a significant card that signifies that the one partner is more emotionally invested in the relationship. There is a fear or trust issue that could be stopping you from jumping in fully, which is necessary for the relationship to flourish, of course. You may have different goals, values, or hopes for the future, and the relationship may have started off with you both feeling connected on many levels, but you don't feel as close as you used to. So look to the supporting cards that we have here. and you can see that the root cause was all about not having a right decision maybe. Okay, the Temperance does suggest that you were in balance, but maybe your present is not all that optimistic according to whatever you are feeling or you are thinking when it comes to a relationship. So whatever the reason, these differences need to be resolved if you need your relationship to survive, and that is pretty simple. You just need to again focus on yourself first. Okay, find something new. You are obviously looking at something new. There is a start of something. There is a momentum in our card deck, and that is very good. And when it comes to being single, the Lover's reverse can indicate that the relationship is coming your way, but it may not happen as soon as you hoped. And alternatively, it can represent like you have picked partners for the wrong reasons, maybe. Maybe you are not in the right mind, or maybe you just came out of another relationship and you did not make the right choice. But you always believe in your instinct. If you feel that everything is good when you get involved with something, then you should believe in yourself. You should make sure that you make a better connection with them, your partner, whoever you find next. And if you're going to get involved with someone, this major arcana card tells you to make sure you have a deep intense connection with them. Like, try to work with your relationship. You need to focus on yourself. Obviously there is some momentum in your relationship, but you need to welcome the change. Okay, the changes aren't bad, but you also need to look out for yourself. And you are being warned by the reverse Lovers that you need to be level headed when you are connecting with your partner. You need to have the patience, and you need to work hard for your relationship. Now, of course, I forgot. Yes, the career. When it comes to the career, the reverse tarot at present, for the present context, indicates that there might be disharmony with the business partnership. If you have a business partner, you need to communicate with them. Okay, you need to communicate with your business partner. You need to merge, coming together, union. Yeah, you need to mingle with them more, and you need to have an agreement and direction of business, and you need to focus on a goal. You need to focus on your goal for whatever mission you have. And this Lover's reverse can indicate that there is a possibility of romance at work, which is a stark warning when it comes to work relationship. Like, you have been warned. If the romance brings you trouble in your career, it is better to lay it off for a while. Okay, but be careful. Make sure you understand and are prepared to accept the consequences of mixing business with pleasure. And this pleasure may be romantic, or this pleasure may be more of a materialistic pleasure. Maybe you are looking towards the profit more and the losses less. So you need to focus on the losses, the gains as well in your career, and it can be regarding anything. So the Lover's reverse can represent being financially irresponsible and making impulsive decision in relation to money, but it is also an indication of materialistic gratification. So again, you need to be accountable for your choices. You need to learn from your mistakes. Now the future. Okay, and health. When it comes to health, this reverse indication is that you need to reconnect with your body. Okay, there might be a feeling of disharmony, and there might be feeling something that is not working out. So you need to have the patience, you need to be kind to yourself, and you need to work with yourself, and the result might be amazing. Now we come to the future card. Finally, this card is something that I was itching to describe about, talk about. Now, this card is not entirely bad. It is all about resisting the changes maybe there is some sort of change coming. Okay, this is what the fluidity card meant. Surrender to the changes, welcome the changes, and maybe you are not welcoming them, you are trying to resist it. And this is what the momentum card said. You are trying to resist something, maybe, so you don't need to resist it. You know, you can't avoid the disaster or avoid the tragedy, okay, but you can't avoid the disaster, but you can avoid the tragedy. This is like you can delay everything and you can avoid the losses if you are welcoming the changes and are actually looking into what the change is. You need to know that the changes are not always bad, but you also need to be accountable for the changes, and you need to stop hiding from whatever change is coming up. Maybe you're feeling that the changes are bad for you, okay, but it is not always bad. It is bad only when you don't know what the changes are and you haven't prepared for it. So but if you are already prepared for it, you have already deduced what the changes might mean for your life, then it is not a bad thing. It is just a change. It can be a big significant change because this is a major arcana card, but it is not always a bad change. For this change you need to have the stability, which is what the earth card was talking about, and you need to accept it. You need to discipline yourself for the changes that are upcoming. So until now we were heading towards a goal, which we found out with the north card, and we have a lot of yang energy, which is positive, expressing ourselves, moving forward motion. That is why you don't need to resist whatever is coming. You are moving forward towards the direction, and that is a good thing. General arcana, the reverse tower card is what I just said. Okay, so you need to let go and focus on creating something new with this card, and this is what the reverse tower is all about. Okay, and a new earth was what was the context behind this tower card. We need to focus on something new there. We need to focus on a new beginning. It is leading you towards something new, so don't ignore it. The long it can be a sign that you are trying to hold on to the people that are no longer supporting you in a way they once did. Okay, what the temperance card was telling us. And we may have, like, the present, at present we may have suffered because of certain things or certain people, but it doesn't mean that you need to hold on to it. You can let go of the changes, but you need to learn from whatever change that happened. And when it comes to love and relationship, the tower in reverse, when it comes to relationship, if you are in a relationship currently, the tower reverse can signify that while you know your relationship is as good as as before, or maybe you know that your relationship is not working out, you are actually avoiding ending it for the fear of the pain that it will bring, or maybe you are not really working towards your relationship. That is why it is lagging behind. So you may think that you can just paste a paper over the cracks and let go of it, but it is not the same. You need to face facts, understand that as long as you hold on to something that is not working out, you are preventing yourself from moving on to something better. But if you have come out of a relationship recently where things were bad, and you are actually wanting to go back to what you had, then this is about giving yourself a pause. Maybe give yourself a time. Okay, and if you have a good relationship is there, and there's nothing wrong with your relationship. This card, in fact, may be trying to tell you that your relationship has changed because it needed to, and you can't go back, but this change is not necessarily bad. Okay, you need to decide if this new version of relationship is something you want, Okay, so this card is in fact not a bad card. It is just telling you that you need to adapt to the changes. You need to focus on your relationship as well if you have not been focusing on it, and you need to know that if something is not working out, you either need to work hard for it or you just need to let go. You have two options and you can do whatever you want, but you just need to know that if you are concerned about whether it is going to hurt you if you let go, then you need to actually give some time to your relationship and work towards it. Maybe then you will have a more uh, better relationship. There will be a good change. But if the good change is not there, there's no positivity in a relationship, you just have to let go then, because that's how relationships work. But yes, a lot of work can be done to it. Your relationship has changed, so that's what it is signifying to me. And if you are single, the tower reverse can indicate that you have avoided a disastrous relationship with someone who was possibly dangerous, abusive, or violent. Because this is a major arcana card, I'm going with the abusive, dangerous, and violent aspect. It can also indicate that you are delaying or completely avoiding dealing with a trauma or painful breakup. While you may think this approach is easier than facing up to what you have been through, it is actually stopping you from moving on your love life. Okay, stop and face whatever you are running from. Learn what you can from it, and then draw a line under it and leave it in the past where it belongs. Okay, don't suffer because of it. It is hard to move forward when you are dragging a truckload of baggage. Okay, so you need to deal with that baggage first before you can choose to do something new. That is why our cards suggested that we need to be grounded, we need to be logical about everything, we need to have a concentration on ourselves, we need to concentrate on ourselves. Of course, there is momentum, but we need to look forward to it, we need to actually work hard for it. Okay, and we are certainly going into a new direction. So that is something good for you, because whatever struggles you had, you are actually moving past it, you are trying to move past it, and you are going forward. Okay, so that is what the relationship is about. Okay, but if you have no such problem, then that's even better. I hope that there is no such problem, but if there is, these cards are what may be the message for you this year. Now, when it comes to money and career, in career context, the tower reverse can indicate that you may be managing to hold on to your job in difficult circumstances. Okay, this can be simply a sign that you are successfully avoiding a job loss, which is great. However, if you are avoiding something which can lead to a disaster in future, okay, then maybe you need to actually consider what the outcome may be if you are still doing your job. Maybe whatever job you are doing or whatever business goal you have in mind, you need to actually take a note of what the future prospects can be for you when it comes to career. Okay, now financially, the tower reverse is the same. It can it's the same as the tower in upright position, so it can mean that there might be some future disaster, future financial imbalance. Okay, when it comes to finances, when it comes to earnings and abundance of other prospects. Okay, so I think you need to consider allowing the negative events to happen. You can't run from it, you can't struggle, but yes, you can always work hard to save your financial uh, struggles. Okay, you can save yourself from the financial struggling, or because this is about all about financial struggling, and you can save yourself by actually preventing it by, you know, having savings in your bank, and making preparations for the future financial disbalance, because if you have such issues, you need to fix it before it happens, or maybe even if it happens, you need to let go of certain things and save what you can while you can. Okay, and you need to buckle up for whatever it is going to come. But the future financial struggle doesn't mean that you are not going to have anything in financial section. It only means that you need to be more alert about certain warnings when it comes to financial aspects. You need to keep your eyes open, and you need to save your money. You need to save your riches, whatever you have, and you need to focus on whatever is going on with you, so that you can set goals for the future, and you can save yourself, protect yourself from whatever is coming. And I am seeing that with the reverse tower card, there is a lot of financial struggle, but you might also be receiving something new, which is what a New Earth Oracle card is telling us. You might be receiving something new, and that is a great aspect. You might be moving forward, there might be changes in things, but I see that there is a lot of positivity as well. Maybe the tarot decks are telling about a lot of warnings and cautions. They are giving us precaution against all the bad things that can happen to us, but there is a lot of positive energy, momentum and stability which we are looking forward to this year. So let's have a great year ahead. I hope. I know this video was pretty long, but I hope that Leos will have a great year ahead, and you just need to stay tuned for what is going to happen. Okay, you just need to keep your eyes wide open and move forward. Keep moving forward. There is a lot of good things happening with you, for you, and these tarot decks are just a precaution that you need to take. So thank you, and if you enjoyed my video, if there was anything if you want to, you can comment anything in the in the comment section. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.